Today we are going to be building a mob farm in our world to get all the gunpowder and bones we will ever need in this world. I'm also probably going to create a sugarcane farm because we got some sugarcane from the wandering trader the other episode where we built the iron farm. But let's get into today's episode. Okay, for this farm we're going to need a ton of blocks, but I think for now we're going to get those blocks using a automatic cobblestone generator. This works well for a few cobblestones, but it's pretty sad and slow for a lot of them. It won't be that fast because we don't have a beacon in the moment, but for now it will be good, and I'll make it compatible with a beacon for the future. So let's get working on the cobblestone farm. Okay, and there is the stone farm without the beacon complete, so we just have some lava pouring on some water, and we can mine it like this whilst AFK, and we get a bunch of stone into these chests. When we have a beacon, this is automated and we can mine the stone instantly, and we'll have a piston pushing us back and forth, but I don't really need that for now. But yeah, when we get a beacon this will be a lot faster, but this is the best way I have of getting stone for the moment. My pickaxe does only have efficiency 3, but in the next video we'll probably fix that with a villager trading. Yeah, every so often I've been going over here and harvesting our sugarcane farm for when we make an automatic one in either this video or the future, so we can get infinite rockets in this world. But now we're going to start working on building a mob farm. We're going to build this quite the ways away, so there isn't all these mobs from different farms that we're going to build here, and we're going to build it quite a way up there. We're also going to build it quite high up, and we're going to make a sort of spawn-proofed area so the slimes don't interfere with the spawning rates. I do not know how you spawn there, sir. You maybe just jump from a different chunk. But yeah, we'll go quite far away and quite high up, and we'll start building this thing. The farm is officially complete on day 72. But so let's turn it on. Just check that it's all working. Yeah, okay. So that's on now. So I'm gonna fly up to the AFK spot here, and there we go. Now I'll wait for a little while and I'll check back with you to see the results. Okay, so it's been close to an hour, about 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go down here and I'll just turn the farm off, and we'll see how much stuff we got. I think it's working. At the start I had to do a little bit of troubleshooting, but oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that is a delicious amount of gunpowder. Let me just put all that away. Oh, look at all that gunpowder. That's incredible, not even from a full hour. And then we've got, of course, all the bone meal we'll ever need, and even more string that our string duper hasn't been making, and some rotten flesh to trade with our Fletcher villagers. Speaking of, not our Fletcher villagers, I mean our cleric villagers, because whilst making this I need some redstone, which I thought I would just make some cleric villagers. So yeah, here are those cleric villagers, and we can trade all this obsidian for some extra emeralds on the side of our string productions, and it gets rid of all this junk rotten flesh, but that's good. And then we can trade for some nice lovely redstone. There's one more thing we'll do in today's episode, and that's making a sugarcane farm so we can have infinite rockets for our elytra, which will be very, very nice. I've gotten a bit of sugarcane here, so we can start up making the automatic farm with that. So first of all, I'm going to make the minecart rail lines. Okay, and at the end of each one, I'm going to get this rail here and put a hopper underneath it. That hopper will also lead to a bit of a chest area, just like that. And then we can put these rails back here. Okay, and for the next part, we're going to make it so when the minecart has some items, when it gets here, this rail will be turned off until all the items have fallen into this chest, and then this rail will turn on and send the minecart off again. So if I have a comparator that goes into a block with some redstone and some more redstone like that, let me just test if that'll actually... Yep, it works. Okay, so there we go. Now we'll just repeat that on all of them. Okay, I built this a little bit too close. I'm just going to have to move these ones 1 block over. Or actually, I have to move them 2 blocks over. Alrighty, and there's that system finished. And now just to test it, if I put some items in this hopper, it should... Okay, we're also actually going to have to add a bit of a T flip-flop into the system. I think they're called T flip-flops anyways. So if we go like this, then how do I fit this in? Okay, I think I found a solution. If I do that with a redstone torch like that, and then I put some redstone coming around like that, like that, and that'll power that. And then just to test it, we put some items in there and then it turns off, and then once all of the items have drained out of it, it turns back on and it sends the minecart off again. Okay, so I'll just copy that to all the sides now. Okay, I've tested them, they all work, and now it's time to add the water troughs for the sugarcane. Okay, and now let's add the water. Alright, perfect. Okay, and now let's just put some glass on top of this. Okay, so there's the glass, and now let's plant in the sugarcane. And I've just realized there's one more material that I am missing, and that is pistons to push the sugarcane when it is fully grown. So let's go ahead and grab those. Okay, so there's all of those down, and now if we get our observers, we can go ahead and run a line of redstone across the back of these like this. And then at this one we can have an observer facing that way. So then when the sugarcane grows to its full height, this detects it and sets all the pistons off to push all the other ones down as well. And then that'll be picked up by the hopper minecart that we'll place in, and that'll be all good. So we'll repeat that on all the other sides, and then we'll build up these glass walls. Okay, and there is the completed sugarcane farms. I tried giving them as much decoration as you can with cobblestone and glass, but I think it turned out okay. Of course, in the future, I've got some incredible stuff planned for this world. I'm just getting the infrastructure down in these first 100 to 200 days. Speaking of days, we are on day 80, nearly at day 100, in just about 4 episodes. So that is very good. That is about all for today's video, but there is one last thing we must do, and that is add the hopper minecarts to the rails under the sugarcanes. Then if I put them here, they should be off and running. And all those systems should be working. There's no reason for them not to be working, but I'll check it over a while. If you didn't know, in Minecraft there's this weird mechanic where the longer sugarcane is alive for and the more it's harvested, the faster it grows again. So say you've just planted the sugarcane, it might take 5 minutes to fully grow, but then over like 10 replants, it might take only 3 minutes to grow. It's a really weird mechanic. I honestly don't know why it happens, but it does happen. I'm 99% sure of it. So yeah, this sugarcane farm will take a while to get started, but once it's there, it'll be quite decently fast. Decently for now. In the future, we'll build a bigger version, all that sort of stuff. But for now, it's definitely good enough. And oh, there's one last thing I forgot to do, evidently, which is if I break these, I've got to place a block here so the minecart can actually keep going. Okay, well, that's it for today's episode. Thank you very, very much for watching. We've had a successful day today. We've unlocked a gunpowder, bone meal, rotten flesh, and sugarcane all in the one episode. So thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of this hardcore Minecraft world. Goodbye! Oh, and also, if you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe.